Hello, my dears. It's Friday, and it's the 26th of July, 2019. And I've decided that this month I will try and answer more of your questions rather than waffle on about something you're probably not interested in. So I've got three questions here. Nathaniel from New York, Teresa from Ireland, and Maureen from Aberdeen. Hello Aberdeen. Well, I'll start with you first, Maureen. Her question is, how do you cope with the heat? Yes, so we are in extraordinary temperatures here, but we mustn't complain because it wasn't long ago it was too cold and it was too wet. Well, how I cope with it is I try and just keep calm. We do have a few air conditioning things around our property, so we're very lucky. And I drink plenty of cold water. Yes, some people say you should drink tea, and other people say you shouldn't drink tea. I don't care. The main thing is when we perspire, we lose salts, and I think electrolytes are affected as well. So the best thing for me is just plenty of cold water. The downside of that is you go for the toilet more often than normal. But there we go. That's how I cope with the heat. Teresa's question, why do so many really good actors do so much poor work? Thank you, Teresa. We all just do the best work we can, really. Yeah, this is often asked of me. Professional actors, unless you are in a position to pick and choose what you get to do, you have to accept what comes along. It's as simple as that. The mortgage has to be paid, your supermarket bill has to be paid, and your certain habits have to be paid for. So, what work comes along? Now, I've been very lucky that most of the work I get to do is really very good. I really enjoy it, but I will admit sometimes there have been some questionable jobs, and Tony has a go at me when I do the questionable jobs, and all I say to him is, well, that's going to pay the mortgage for the next 3 months, and then he shuts up. No actor goes into any project, and I think in the main, very few producers go into a project that says, let's make a crap movie. Unless, of course, they're deliberately doing it as a tax dodge or something or other. I just say, if you're going to do something, do the best you can. Nobody goes into a project with the idea it's going to fall on their face. So I hope that's answered that to Teresa. Nathaniel from New York, he says, we see your new government has a number of Muslims. Does this worry you? What a curious question. I consider all politicians by what they do, by what they say, and what they promote. The colour of the skin, their ethnicity, their religious beliefs, for me, has nothing to do with it. Who are they? What are they saying? Do I believe in it? And I've heard similar comments in our papers here. The cry in the UK, I'm not too sure what it's like in the States, is that there should be diversity, that women should be given jobs instead of men, and it doesn't matter what colour of your skin, you should be given an opportunity, and I agree with that totally. I totally disagree with things that have gone on in our ancient history. For example, why a woman who's doing the same job as a man isn't being paid the same is beyond understanding as far as I'm concerned. But my comment, because people ask for my comments on our new government, and it is a new government, it's not just a reshuffle, it's gone very right-wing now, and that's not my particular forte. I'm more central ground. But we'll just have to see. As regarding Brexit, I've actually put a rick in my neck recently whilst I was practicing my I told you so dance. And for those of you who follow my vlogs, you will know what my stance has always been, and I think you'll agree, I told you so. It'll be interesting. One thing that does make me laugh When the Labour Party suggested that they were going to spend a bit of money to try and help us through the Brexit crisis that will be, everybody on the other side of the benches jumped up in arms and says, you can't spend money, you can't spend money. But now Boris Johnson has announced billions of pounds are going to be spent to help us put what he says the country into balance and ready and prepared for Brexit. I'm, as you all know, a Remainer, but resigned to the fact that we have to leave because there was a referendum and there was a result which didn't go the way I wanted, but hey-ho, there was a result and we should get out of it. What else would I say? Well, I can guarantee is whatever we've told we've got, coming from Boris Johnson, who's had to resign in the past at least twice for lying, I can tell you, you're not going to get what he tells you you've got. Bye.